Troy Resources is a South American-focused gold producer with operations in Brazil and Argentina and a development project in Guyana. The company has operated in South America since 2002. Its success built on developing high-grade deposits at low cost. The Andorinhas deposit in Pará State, Brazil, was acquired in 2007. The operation, including the open pit and processing facility, had an initial capital cost of just $20 million, with first gold poured in mid-2008. The Andorinhas mine transitioned from open cut to underground in 2009. Today, ore comes from a combination of handheld shrinkage and mechanised cut and fill stopes from the underground mine, supplemented by low-grade stockpiles from the open cut. The plant is a simple carbon-in-leach operation processing 250,000 tonnes of ore a year. The area around the Andorinhas mine was cleared for farming in the 1960s. As part of its rehabilitation program, Troy has planted over 25,000 native forest species, including mahogany and other hardwoods, which are collected as seeds and grown in the company's nursery. At the end of the mine life, Troy intends to donate the reforested land to be held in trust for future generations. In 2009, Troy acquired the high-grade Cusposo gold and silver deposit in the San Juan province of Argentina. Utilising a plant held in storage in Australia, Troy built the operation, including the initial open cut, for just $45 million. This was almost half of the previous owner's estimated pre-production capital cost. Due to Cusposo's high silver grades and location in a seismically active area, the plant has a relatively complex flow sheet. Over 500,000 tonnes of ore is crushed per year and then ground in a SAG and a ball mill in series. The precious metals are taken into solution in a cyanide leach, then passed through a Merrill-Crowe circuit. The concentrate is smelted to produce a silver-rich doré, containing over 94% silver and around 5% gold. The waste tailings is passed over vacuum filters to produce a tailings cake and placed in a lined tailing facility. The Cusposo operation began with open-cut mining of ore outcropping on a small hill. Today, 145 metres have been removed and the pit is planned to extend a further 50 metres. Development of the underground mine began in July 2012, and first ore from sill development entered the mill blend in the June quarter 2013. Ore production from the uphole benching stopes commenced in August 2013. As production increases from the high-grade underground mine, the head grade of the mill feed will continue to increase. The highest grade drill hole on the property is found in the Inca 1 block with 7.2 metres at 108.7 grams per tonne gold and 4.4 kilograms per tonne silver. Troy has already had significant exploration success at Cusposo, increasing the initial mining reserve by over 50% with the discovery of the high-grade Inca 2 block. The high-grade, low-sulfidation epithermal ore is found in a northwest-southeast structure. Due to the increasing depth of the target zone to the southeast, exploration drilling of the next panel will be undertaken from underground when tunnel development reaches that area in 2015. The focus of the 2014 financial year exploration program is the northwest end of the structure near the Julieta resource. Geophysical surveys have already identified anomalies, and it is expected that prioritised targets will be drilled in 2014. Troy's strategy to continue building its presence in South America took a major step forward in July 2013 when it acquired Azimuth Resources via a friendly off-market script takeover. The experience Troy has gained operating in the tropical Amazon basin will be invaluable in developing its new project in equatorial Guyana. Azimuth was a successful gold exploration company focused on the rich gold-bearing greenstone belt of Guyana. Guyana is a stable, democratic country of 770,000 people that has a rich endowment of gold and other metals. The geological potential of Guyana has long been known. thousands of small artisanal mines have been producing hundreds of thousands of gold ounces every year through alluvial mining. Today, Guyana is on the cusp of becoming a major gold producer to rival its South American neighbours. Some of the world's largest gold deposits are clustered near the border of Guyana and Venezuela, marking the western starting point of the Guyana Shield, one of the single largest underexplored greenstone belts in the world. This 1,000-kilometre belt spanning 4 countries is host to over 100 million ounces of gold. Toraparu is Guyana's largest mineral resource discovered to date, and from here it's a short journey to Troy's new gold projects. Adjacent to one of Guyana's most historically productive gold mines lies Troy's West Omai tenements. The ground is highly prospective and has hosted many artisanal workings. The most recent resource estimate for West Omai is 1.65 million ounces of gold at a 1 gram cutoff, with ore grades averaging 3.1 grams per tonne. Initial exploration in this 1,000 square kilometre area has focused on the Omai-Hicks corridor. 2012 drilling and alluvial works identified a 12-kilometre long mineralised zone. Smarts is a high-grade deposit with a JORC-compliant resource of 8.1 million tonnes at 4.2 grams per tonne gold for over 1 million ounces of contained gold. Smarts has a 2.8 kilometre strike length with 83% of ounces within a 1.7 kilometre zone. 80% of ounces are also within 140 metres of the surface. This high-grade resource outcrops to surface and is conducive to a low-cost open-pit mine being developed. A further 8,000 metres of infill drilling has been undertaken in 2013 to establish reserves for an initial pit. As a significant shallow, high-grade deposit, Smarts is positioned very favourably amongst its peers and has the ability to withstand a lower gold price. Just 3 kilometres from Smarts, at the Hicks deposit, there's an opportunity to develop a second pit which would ultimately feed the same mill. 2012 drilling identified a robust, semi-continuous mineralisation over 2.5 kilometres. At both Smarts and Hicks, preliminary test work shows that the gold is amenable to cyanide leaching with 93% average recoveries. A good proportion of the gold can also be recovered through gravity methods. In Guyana, Troy plans to use its successful approach of identifying suitable second-hand plant to allow it to define the flowsheet and complete a feasibility study. By minimising upfront capital costs and constructing a scalable operation, it's expected that early cash flow will help fund future expansion and exploration in the region. Troy now has the largest landholding in the Guyana Shield, with over 8,700 square kilometres under licence, in an area that's mostly uninhabited. Its large East Omai project area on the border of Guyana and Suriname has had no significant exploration to date. It's wholly owned by Troy and located between 2 very productive mines, the now closed Omai mine to the west and the multi-million-ounce Rosabelle gold mine in Suriname. In 2014, Troy expects to continue to explore this highly prospective ground, following on from preliminary drilling by Azimuth in 2012. With 2 operating gold mines, an advanced project, and highly prospective exploration ground, Troy is on the cusp of its next stage of evolution. Troy Resources. Unlocking wealth, rewarding investors.